Hello everybody, Generate Degenerate here for another, not to rip off iDubbbz, but bad unboxing of the Elgato capture card, the Nintendo Switch, Nintendo Switch controller, Breath of the Wild, and Bomberman. So we shall start with the Elgato capture card using our handy dandy hepatitis C knife. See if we can get this positioned a little bit better here. Oh yeah, might as well show the full lengths of the box. Ooh. Nobody cares about that part. Oh, there's a little bit of a glare going on here. Your skills immortalized. Okay, so as we kind of partially open it up here, it has this little pouch where it's sitting in, so let's treat that very delicately. Has a little instruction manual here. And I'm going to take a guess that this is the USB, and one of these is going to be the HDMI cable. Yes, okay. So that is literally all it. Oh, and you got what I would assume is another sticker. So, instruction manual, sticker. Does not look like there's anything else in the box. Go ahead and throw that aside. So you have the HDMI cable and the USB that goes to it. Alright, so from what it looks like, HDMI in, and this end would go to the Switch once that is unboxed. And from the other, it would be fed to the computer, if I have that right. Yeah, okay, so let me quickly take this out. So on here, you have that USB slot and then the HDMI. And that other hole looks to be the sound jack. So for headphones or whatever you want to plug into there. Alright, and next we shall do the Nintendo Switch controller. It's not actually working like I thought it would. Oh, I did it on the wrong side. How to Cut Yourself 101 by B&H247. There you go. I actually just don't have any scissors that I could find. Well, Not much really to the box, just, you know, your standard controller, standard aesthetics. Yeah, it's kind of as far out as it'll go, so I'll have to hold it up a little bit. Okay, so first thing I have to say right off the bat, for me, I'm like 6'1", skinny muscular type dude, and I must say it's kind of small, so I wish they would have attachments like similar to the Naga has to, you know, kind of fit comfortability. Now, just kind of like experimenting with it right now. Yeah, I feel like companies need to kind of get on board with maybe the multiple attachments. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and guess we switch, at least the dock has a USB port. And now for the moment we've all been waiting for, the unboxing of myself. Just kidding. Alright. Normally I'm not the person to say just kidding, but some people actually take things a little bit too seriously. Not sure where to begin with this one without completely mutilating the box. Because I did get this from GameStop. That was the only place that had it available, which will have a fantastic story to go along with it. For what I had to do to get this Nintendo Switch. I swear, I feel like I get it, you want to have a tight sealed container, but at the same time, there we go. Okay. Way overthinking it. Way overthinking it. Okay. Hold out the tabs. Okay, so what do we have here? The aluminum room I have. Alright. So, looks like this is going to be maybe a charger of some sort. Actually, you can't tell what this is. Is this the dock? Ugh. Plastic smell. Okay. I'm gonna set this down for now. Get all of the plastic out of the way. Looks like we got an HDMI cord. I can't even tell. No, it looks like it says Nintendo on it, so it's definitely just a console specific cord. And what is this? I can't even tell what this is. What? I don't know, I'll have to show you guys this one in a second. What? Oh. It's probably part of like little Joy-Con things. We got another one here. So it looks like it just got like a mini instruction manual here. System update. Basically saying make sure you update your system, and then it goes into a shit ton of other languages. Oh, Jesus, man, these Nintendo, can we stop going smaller? Like, what? Oh my god. There's no way I could have lived without the controller. Like, look at one, this is one finger. There's one finger for this whole thing. And wait, this little plus sign, this is an actual button. Dude, I feel bad for like gamers who just have big hands. Like, you're gonna need some help with this console. And here is the other one. I will show every piece in detail in a moment. So, I'm just making sure there's nothing else hidden here. There's not. So, I don't know if anyone cared to see the rest of the backs, but here it is. And it's destroyed. Okay. So we got the main piece of hardware here. This is gonna be the center piece. Has the logo on the back here. It's got the USB slot there. And a few other things. Looks like there is a there's a headphone slot right there. Looks like this side's power, and then you got the volume slider, and then this is either just for the fans or just for breathing so it doesn't overheat, or that's going to be something that attaches to it. Oh, you know what? My guess. Now I'm gonna have to figure out how to. Okay, so there's a button you gotta push down to unlatch it. So is this a charger? We should look at that. It's probably a charger. So now take off the other side. See, I'm gonna make so many people who watch this video feel really smart because they'll probably understand this a lot quicker than I am. Okay, so was this just supposed to be like another controller, or it's definitely making my hands feel cramped, that's for sure. You know, what are they for? So here we go. We have the dock now. So okay, here is 2 USB slots, and wondering, there's a thing that says HDMI here, unless that's just saying it's HDMI capable, at least on the front there. Okay, so you have a little, okay, so you have a little pop out, and let's see if I can position this. There you go, so you can kind of see the slots in here. So we got a USB, the AC adapter, which is the charger, and then the HDMI. There's no instruction manual. So, okay, interesting. So I just found this on the sides here. Actually, it's about right there. So it kind of lists off what everything is. So, okay, so now we found something to go off of. These are the Joy-Con straps. So, was on the right page at least. Okay, so after I clicked it on, looks like it just advanced here. Oh, and there's sound. Let's see here. See if it can. Yeah, you can kind of see it. Okay, and the last part of the unboxing, before I explain the setup, is just going to be doing the actual cases, which probably have nothing, but might as well do it anyways. So, wow. Look at how tiny that thing is. So there's actually nothing in here except this tiny little game. This little thing. I'm actually... Okay. So, for size comparison, there you go. And I have pretty big hands, so these things are small. Why? I don't even understand why it deserves this entire case. Makes no sense. And the Breath of the Wild. Okay, so we're going to go over the current setup. So, as far as the capture card goes, you're going to have the HDMI that goes in. So on the side that says in, this will go into whatever console it may be, but for this situation it's going to be the Nintendo Switch. Then you have the USB, which goes into your computer, so it registers. On the other side, it's going to be the output, so whatever display that you're going to be using, whether it's a PC monitor, a TV, or whatever it may be. So if you look at the this side feeds into the Nintendo Switch, where there are 3 ports. One's HDMI, 2 USB. It's got a USB on the side, which I happen to be using for the controller. There is currently an issue as far as running the capture software with OBS. So the best of the situation is that you actually have to use the game capture. So when you're running the software, you have to make sure you configure the settings to pick up your mic. So you got to kind of select your different devices. You can mess with the sound capture card, see which works better for your system, and then make sure that when you go to your settings that you play around with the video encoding so that it doesn't render terribly slow. And everything else is pretty self-explanatory, but explaining the pros and cons. So with this, you're not able to use as much of your settings as you would with OBS. Yeah, everyone's kind of used to OBS for the simplicity and the features that you can add on to your overlay. Now you can add to overlay here, but it's not as efficient as OBS, but you still can do it. You still can have, you know, a webcam and different things, you know, on your screen, images. So you can do most of the same things that you can do in OBS, but it's just not as clean and the rendering is slightly slower once you attune it. Now, the reason why you want to use this is so that you can hear your PC sounds, your whatever console you're using sounds. As of right now, having issues with the Nintendo Switch, so it may work for PS4 and Xbox, but I haven't tested those yet. And anything else that you would have playing in your PC background. So if you were trying to use OBS, you could get the video to record everything, but you would not be hearing the console sounds, which is definitely a big letdown. So this is why I kind of have to use the software downloaded from the site, which I will put in the description. But other than that, you'll be good to go after you configure the game capture.